to another bonus episode. And remember, this month we've been talking about interviews and how you can use them to be your get your brand out there. So we talked about the power of them. We talked about how to find them. We talked about how to approach them. And now we're going to talk about, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about how to promote with them. So once you do the interview, what do you do with it? That's what we're going to talk about today, my friends, on our bonus tip. And you can tell I can't talk. That's why I'm the host. Anyway, stay tuned. Be right back. Bye for now. All right, so you found a show, you got on, you did a great interview, and now you're wondering, what do I do with it? Well, the first thing you want to do, you want to start the promotion actually before you do the show. So one of the things I always suggest is, instead of just waiting for the show to come out, if you can get a picture, or you can say, something before the show, probably at the time that you were taping it, to say, you know what, I was just interviewed by so-and-so, and just send that out, and put the show name there, is a great way to start that promotion. And then once the show comes out, if at all possible, get a copy of that. Now, not every show will do that. It'll depend whether it's a television network. Television networks usually don't give out their copies of the show, but if you can get any kind of raw copy, or even the edited copy, or if it's a podcast, find out when it's going to be released on the platform, and then grab that copy. And you grab that copy by downloading it, or downloading the link, and then put that on your website. So you want to kind of make it live on your site as well as on the podcast site, or at least link to it. And then the power to you is to be sharing that to your audience and to your friends through your website, and also through the podcast. So if I put a podcast episode on my website, I would share my link to my website to my audience, and it also has the podcast link in there. And you can also share it on Twitter, Facebook, all that kind of stuff. So make sure that you add a copy to your website. Use it to answer questions. We'll talk about this in a little bit, but it's a great thing to add to an about page, in your about page on your website. Having you interviewed by somebody else is a great way to show credibility and show that you're on somebody else's stage without it being kind of a commercial about you. So that's a way to do that. And then make sure if you can, add that show logo to your website, or wherever you can, to show, especially if it's a big show, so to show credibility. We're going to talk about how to use it to answer customer questions in the next business tips. So join us next time. See you. You know what? If you want to do better interviews, I got just the thing for you. Right underneath this post is a link to 7 tips to doing better interviews, which is a free download that I've got for you. All you have to do is just go to the website. You can click on that, get it for you. And you know what? It's going to help you do interviews. So I hope you enjoyed that. Hey, make sure you're subscribing to our channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to our channel so you can get all of these tips when they come out. Every Monday, we're trying to have a tip come out for the next little while at least. If you're on the podcast, make sure you subscribe to us through iTunes or whatever your preferred podcast platform is. Enjoy this one. Hey, we'll see you next time. Bye for now.